Hey guys, listen, welcome into the building. We're here tonight. We're here tonight for the Love and Marriage Huntsville Reunion Part 1. And I'm just going to say this ahead of time. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. Are y'all ready to board this train? Y'all know we had to get your ticket now, okay? Hit that like button. That's your ticket to get on the train. I'm about to board the train right now. Let's bring the peeps in the building, okay? Hey, E.
Hey Diva, hey Diva Tribe.
You got that ticket?
I got my ticket. I hit the like button.
Amen. All right now. Hey, Robin, what's going
Okay.
on?
Listen, I am officially the conductor tonight. I am working.
Hey conductor.
All
Back
right,
train on the track.
now. All aboard, people, all aboard. Hey, Juanita, what's going on?
Hey, I'm not in the caboose today. I'm riding first class. Got my
Okay.
ticket.
Riding first class. All right, we getting everybody out there that got their tickets. I know that's right. Hey, oh, wait 1 second. Hey, Dr. Love, what's up?
Hey, everyone. Choo,
Hey,
choo.
Doctor.
Hey
Woo-hoo.
Dr. Love.
Hello. Hey, panel.
Hey, Maria.
Hi,
Hey
Royale.
everybody, all of
Woo.
my favorite people are in the
Oh,
room.
Yes,
don't
you are
make me
our favorite
blush.
too.
Yeah.
Board the train, people. Board the train. Okay, hold on. We got to get the last passenger in there. Hey, Naughty.
Hey,
Choo,
Naughty.
Yes!
Hey
Right,
Maddie.
on the board,
Hey,
on the
everybody.
board. So listen, guys, before we get into this Love and Marriage Reunion Part 1, I gotta make a special announcement here for 2023. Okay, we're doing our own, just like the Grand Dame, she got her tour. She got her tour. Over here, YouTube, we got our tour too. Okay, we're going on tour, honey. And so our first stop will be Royer's World. It's going to be January the 7th, this Saturday coming up. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope y'all could join us for the party, okay? We're talking, what are we going to talk about, Roy? Because, I don't want to mess it up.
Listen, Royer and Diva presents our social laugh, love, and inspiration this Saturday. We are going to have a great time, y'all. We're going to laugh together. We are going to love better, and we're going to inspire one another and ourselves. So I'm super excited. I am like super elated. We got a very, very special guest coming. And I'm just so glad that Diva has decided to join along me to do this. And so I'm just super excited to inspire everyone to start our year off fun and right, loving, and just getting it going. We are going up, up, up and away this year. So
I
y'all
like
join us
that.
this Saturday and we're going to have some fun.
Okay, this
Yes.
Saturday, okay? So it's the Diva and Friends. We going on tour, guys, okay? And like I
Okay.
said, first stop is Royer's World this Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. He got a special guest in the building, and he ain't playing his first time out the door. Y'all gonna be shocked and surprised when y'all see this special guest, okay? We
Like
ain't
so.
saying nothing. You gotta come
Listen,
over at 10
everybody.
a.m.
10 a.m. Go to my page, like and subscribe. Listen, Diva is on the train. Well, Diva, we taking this train to the sky. We getting on the airplane, okay? We're gonna fly over to Royer's World. The like button is gonna be your check-in and your ticket on the plane, and we going up, up and away, y'all. So we gonna have
Oh,
some
Up
fun.
and
wow.
away, honey.
I
Up
All
and
okay.
right
I
away.
can't
now.
We
wait.
moving up, moving on up. Okay, we leaving
Moving
the
on
train
up.
and we taking the plane. And then we'll announce it when we get an exact date. But we will be stopping. We're gonna make another stop, and our other stop is gonna be at Nadi's movement. Okay,
Woo!
so Nadi Love.
Ooh.
Are we
Okay, so
Okay.
we will be announcing when we will be going over to her channel, and we will let want everybody to join us over there. We're keeping this. Somebody put it in there for love, inspiration, and that's what we're
Laugh,
doing.
love,
Okay,
and inspiration.
say that again, E.
Laugh, yeah, laugh, love, and inspiration. Or love, laugh, and inspiration. Sorry,
There you
Royer.
go.
I may have
There you
butchered
go.
it.
That's what we do. That's what we
That's
It's
doing,
all
y'all.
good. Look,
All
it's
that.
posted on Diva's community page. It's on my community page. I'll be doing some shorts this week about it. I'll
Oh,
post it on my Instagram. Diva has posted it on her Instagram. So y'all like it, share it, spread the word, bring as many people as you can bring because this is really going to be a really, really good time. It's really going to be fun. I really believe it that we're
I'm
going to
looking forward.
learn,
I'm looking
we're going to
forward to it.
laugh, we're going to have good. It's going to be great. So I'm super excited.
Super excited. So,
Yes.
am I going to recap this Surviving R. Kelly? Tina, I am going to watch it.
Woo.
I'm going to watch it because I did watch the first part. I
Uh,
watched the first
Mm.
uh,
series, so I'm going to watch it to see how they close this thing out, and
So is
maybe they're
this
going to give
part
us,
three or is this part two? Because I
this
thought there
this
was
is
Part
already.
part
two.
three.
This is
This will be
three?
part
Three.
three.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
When does it come
Wow.
on?
I
It
think
It,
it
came on
came
last
on
it was
night.
on
already, right?
Monday.
It was on last night.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
on last night, but I'm gonna get the I'm gonna rewatch it. I watch it over the weekend, and then we'll talk. So listen, guys, we're very excited about this because we want everybody to just have a really great 2023, and to have a great 2023, we got to start out great. Okay, we got to start out on the right path. So I'm telling y'all, we're gonna have a ball. Meet us Saturday, January 7th. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time over at Roy Ayers World, and stay tuned for more advertisements, so to speak. Because, like I said, we're going to be over at Naughty Love Movement. We taking this plane, okay? We going on a flight, people, and it's going to be a ball, okay? And everybody gets to go first class because that's how we do it over here, right?
That's
So
right.
Woo!
so
top
now
shelf, top
let's
shelf.
get. Yes, watch out, right? So now let's get into this good in mind, this love and marriage
I
Huntsville.
love y'all. I got some work to do, so I
Okay.
am going to be in the comments, okay?
All right, no
Love you,
problem.
Roya.
Bye,
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Roya.
See you later,
Yes,
boy.
get to work, Roya. Get to work. Okay, so this Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion part one. All I
Mm,
can say is, oh my, oh
mm,
my, oh my. So we
mm.
start out,
Oh
and
yeah.
Carlos King, he brings everybody into the building, right? He brings Kimmy and Maurice, and you know what? I can respect that he brought them in first because Kimmy's been through a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She's been through the ringer this year. Was I in love with her outfit?
No.
I wasn't.
Mm-mm.
Thank you, Dr. Love, or whoever said that, Juanita.
Yup,
Somebody said
she
it.
right.
I wasn't in love with her outfit. I mean, I appreciated, she's in a good mood, but I want, you know what, she could have used Melody Stylist. Okay, he's big time. Okay, I'll move on because I like, Kimmy, and she's been through a lot. So Kimmy and Maurice comes out. And then he introduces Marcel and Letitia Scott. They come out. And everybody's doing okay with the fashion, but I have to say this, hands
Melody
down,
killed
Ooh,
it. She killed it.
Melody
She
slayed the
she
stage,
killed it. She
okay?
all
She
the
slayed
killed
it.
way.
it. She
Yeah.
killed it from head to toe. Boom. She killed it. There's nothing else we can say. Head to toe, she killed it. But did you get her ex? Her ex still wanting her.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
Yep.
still being messy. Because when Carlos King said introducing Melody Cherie, he said Melody Hope. Okay, Melody Hope. Okay. Dude, you lost, okay? You messed up. You gave her up. And he when she came out, yeah, he hated. Yes, he was hating. And then when she came out, he was like, yes, he did. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Martell, go over there, play your games with Sheree. Um, cause this you done messed up all of this over here, okay? So before we get into the whole situation, let's just go around really quickly. What do you think about the outfits? Yeah, Melody is still gorgeous. She's very gorgeous and she slayed. She
Mm.
killed it. She shut the stage down when she walked out on that reunion. They may have called her in the building last, but honey, they
Oh,
saved the best for last. All right.
yes.
So what do you think about the look?
Um, I'll start with Kimmy. I love Kimmy's dress. Um, but I hated the shoes. The shoes were not good with that dress. The wig was the wrong color and it was the wrong length and it was the wrong style. Those earrings were not good either. I think that wig aged her and it kind of cheapened her. I don't like that color blonde on Kimmy. Kimmy's
Mm-hmm.
too beautiful. I want her to go darker. With Tisha, I think Tisha's face is beautiful. Her hair was great, but the
Yeah.
hair was inappropriate for that dress style. Her hair should have been worn up or Well, actually, that dress looked cheap and dated and basic, and those earrings also didn't match her nail color. That purple nail, that was awful. She needed a stylist too. Keke's makeup and hair, I thought looked great. Miss Wanda, her walk-in outfit, she looked like she had just came from Bessemer. But her,
From where?
but
What
but
circus? What?
huh?
I thought you said the circus.
Oh,
Pause. Okay.
well, I love Miss Wanda. Her reunion outfit did look great on stage, but that traveling outfit I didn't care for. But for the guys, I thought Martell looked dapper. He looked very good. Hashtag fitted. I thought Maurice looked good and dapper as well. When it comes to Marceau, I just thought he looked like he was going on a job interview at CarMax or to a funeral. I couldn't tell which one. Marceau did not look good. He was the worst dressed male, and for females, I would give it a toss up between Kimmi and Tisha. So though that's my fashion recap.
Wait, you saying your toss up of who slayed it between Kimmi and Tisa?
No, no, no. Worst dress. The best
Oh,
dress.
worst dress.
Yeah,
Okay,
best
okay, yeah,
dress was
okay.
Mel, hands down. I don't go up for Mel, but the everything, her hair. I told you, I got it on my name. Hashtag Hot Girl Summer. She knew she looks the part, but did she act the part? We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later. I'm trying to tell you, Martell was best dressed. Martell, he know how to do what he do. Robin,
Yes,
the fashion.
the fashions. Okay, I'm giving best dress to Mel and
Okay,
Keke. I
okay.
absolutely hated head to toe, no, head to soul Kimmy's look. There was nothing I could, no, her body was fantastic, but
Yes,
that
you are,
outfit
Robin.
was definitely boudoir worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Tisha looked stuffed. She looked like she had on like a girdle that was too tight, and she just looked uncomfortable to me. So she just looked stuffed in her clothing. I thought that Martell of the men looked the best. Maurice was acceptable, nice for him, and Marcel looked like an insurance salesman. And he looked like, I don't remember seeing his feet, but he looked like from the top that he probably needed to shine his shoes to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thoughts on those looks. And yeah, Miss Wanda looked good too on the couch. But Lord, what was she in disguise coming in, or was she coming from the? I swear it was very circus like, but I'm glad she cleaned it up for the camera.
No, Cassandra, maybe by the third week of this month, I'll be ready to show the photos. Okay. So wait, who am I going to? Juanita the looks?
Okay. I don't think that dress was fitting for Kimmi. Kimmy's too classy for something like that. And I think they could have
Right,
given her, if
right.
she was gonna wear that dress, she should have had an updo. Um, that wig
Yeah,
was
maybe that
horrible.
would have been better.
It was awful. It was awful. Tisha's stuff was a little too tight. Um, Melanie slayed from head to toe.
Slade.
From head to toe. And out of all, and Keke was nice looking too. And out of all the men, I have to say, Skin Tight was the best dress.
I'm trying to tell you. I tried to tell you that last time. Thank you for giving it up. Give it up for Martell. Hashtag Martell and Melody Holt. Even though they're
Yes,
not together, they still
but they
slave.
still slaying. They
They still
still
slave.
slaying.
Right.
Uh-huh. Naughty Love. Who dressed it? What did you think about the fashion?
Melody Scott, she slayed. Okay. No, Melody, she slayed. But the Scott sisters, I wasn't feeling any of their looks. Montel, he's always dapper. He's always to the T. And Maurice, he looked great. That's all I have for you.
Irene said, I feel uncomfortable just watching teacher. You can see her internally scrambling and trying to convince herself everything is fine. Marceau and I are super good. Uh-huh. Oh, hun. Yeah, we'll get to her. We'll get to her in that relationship. Dr. Love, what did you think about the fashion?
The fashion. Of course, Mel brought it. She brought it, even those rings she had on. She brought it. And I need y'all to pay attention to that clip that Martell at the last minute put on his suit to try to match Mel. Okay. He had a clip trying his best that was silver to get some type of matching going on. But he was best dressed as far as the men. Um, Kimmi, that outfit, her age, like nothing. That almost looked like a stripper outfit to me. Let me just keep it real. Looked like she was going to strip somewhere.
Yeah. You remember that reunion that Roa had, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they
Uh-huh.
tried to do that what did they try to do, like the dungeon look or whatever? It was giving me that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just felt like she could have did
What?
better.
How
And I
many?
also thought too the hair wasn't really, it didn't do anything for her.
Right.
Mm-mm.
And
It
it's
didn't do
every
anything
time.
for her.
It's every year somebody got on a big ugly wig. Last year it was Tisha with the hump in the back. This year it's Kimmi with the big ugly wig. So yeah, the hair, somebody got to get down there and do those girls' hair. And then for Letitia, yeah, her hair and her face was beautiful. I liked it, the dress, but something just was clashing with her. Something was clashing. I don't know if it was her personality, but something was clashing with her.
It was too tight.
And that
Oh, her boobs were popping out.
Yeah, she
something
was too
that
tight
Yeah,
last night.
I think it was too tight. I think it didn't compliment her well, and I think we saw more the imperfections with that outfit because her hairstyle wasn't flowing with the outfit. But you know what? She is absolutely gorgeous. She's
yeah,
gorgeous.
was
A flawless skin. I love her skin, but
yeah.
yeah, she looked swole. She did not pick an outfit that was complimentary to her and her body. And then on top of that, I'm like, come on, people. Y'all know all season the reunion is coming. I would be putting my coins away for that reunion all season long. For the makeup artist, for the hairstylist, for the outfit. I mean, Melody just shut the whole party down.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
shut it down. And for the men, they looked at basic to me, except for Martell. The other two just looked at really basic. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, nothing for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tisha wasn't polished with the dash. Hey, Nurse VK, thanks for getting your ticket. All right, so let's move on to this next scene, and this is when we started to see Melody just get a little you know, misty, hostile, something to that effect, right? So they did the business highlight, which I thought was really nice, right? Did the business highlight. They did Melody with Seventh Avenue. They did Kimmi and Maurice with the Black Title Company. They did Letitia and Marcel with Black, and they did Martell with his Inez wine. All right, so they showed that all of them were like good with the business or whatever, and that they're all proud of each other. And so this is where things started to go left. This is the beginning of things starting to go left because Carlos was like, I'm proud of all of y'all doing your business thing, and that's great. And then Melanie was like, well, Maurice liked to do his MLK speeches because she just wished that, she said last season she was congratulating and proud of everybody, but they did not show it. So this season she said, I don't give a darn. I don't care what nobody doing. They do what they do, and whatever they do, they do. That's what Melanie said. Okay. I was like, oh wow, what's going on right here, right now? And then that's when her and Maurice kind of got into it. This thing got heavy and deep, right? And Carlos was like, well, Mel, what's wrong? What's going on, Mel? What's up with you? Mel was like, you know what? Maurice want to go over there doing interviews, saying that me and Kimmi are really not friends. Well, you know what, Monique? Well, see, Monique, you said it, not me. I'ma just say this. I'ma say this.
Oh
I'm
no,
a Mel fan. I am.
no.
But a lot went down, and Mel was showing her cards. And all right, I'm gonna let y'all talk, but give me a minute. Let me just finish this here. A lot went down. That's all I gotta say. So she came at Maurice, and oh, let me see.
Oh,
Juanita got kicked out. I don't know what happened. So she came at Maurice, and Maurice was like, listen, we did an interview, but we all throw shade at interview. And Melody, they showed when Melody threw shade. And so what's the difference, Mel? But Mel was in her feelings because she felt like she was supporting Kimmi through her condition, and then for Maurice to go and interview and act like they wasn't friends, Mel felt some type of way. Okay, Mel also feels that, you know what, I support them in their business, but they don't support me. And that's when Maurice had to tell her, look, girlfriend, you did a whole song about my boy over there, and I downloaded your song and played it, even though you was dissing him. He said also you can, get your little streams or whatever the case may be. So we're going to stop there for 2.2 seconds. Let's talk about this scene. I'll start with you, Nadi. What did you think about Mel? What did you think about this whole scene? Carlos was just trying to highlight that they doing the thing, they doing the business thing over there, and Melody was pissed.
For what, Melody? They not doing anything that you haven't done to them. I think she's real petty at this point and just trying to pick something to be upset about because she's unhappy with the situation and she has to have some discord with someone on the cast. So she already chewed up what's her name? Destiny. Okay. Like, why is it that you can't get along with anyone at all? But at the end of the day, Kimmi didn't say that about their friendship. So why are you taking it so personal? Like, I just feel like Mel can never ever take accountability for the pot she stirs in the mix. Okay. And that's one problem I have with her and Martell. Like, just because your marriage fell apart, why are you trying to rip apart somebody else's without any proof, I might add? So I digress. I think she's so petty.
Yeah, she did shade Carlos King, scoring Bitter Betty. We're gonna get to that. But you know what though? She dishes it out, and I can believe that they giving her a little something, but she dishing it out and she can't take it when it comes back to her. She got busted in some stuff. We don't have to love Marcel, but she got busted, but we gonna get there. But in the meantime, Dr. Love, what do you think? She was pissed about, giving people kudos for their business, because she said, I'm not shouting out nobody because they don't be shouting out me. They're messy. So what do you think about that scene?
With the scene, even with Mel coming out, she came out looking as if I'm ready. And not only that, she was ready. Sent this one, she was ready. And Mel really is over it. She really over so much stuff. And I seen someone in the chat said she giving Nene-ish, but once again, you can't really pinpoint one time where Mel have came for people on this cast who have not came for her first. They have all came for her first.
Okay, so Chosen by God is kind of agreeing with you, Dr. Love. She said Mel is tired of the fakery. They all hate on her, so why should she smile in their faces? Let people do you like that and see if you will continue to smile in your hater's face. All right, we're gonna talk. We gotta talk. Yeah, Melanie looked pissed. She did look pissed. Yeah. Tisha has blinders on and she doesn't want to see the truth. Well, she said she wants facts. She says she wants details. She says she wants pictures. And we're gonna get to that though, but let's stick right here, right now. Tori's in the building. We only talking about at this particular second is the fact that Carlos King tried to give them all the big ups. Y'all got a nice little business going on, and Melody was pissed.
Who you asking?
Carlos is shady boots, and I agree. Mel is over the Scots, period. All them Scott boys, they ain't nothing but messy. They ain't never have nothing but negative things to say about Mel. They always came from Mel. I think this is Mel's last season. I really do. I really think she's done with the show and the fakery of all of it. And Carlos, he's to me getting worse than Andy. Some of the things he do, but you ain't got to them parts yet, so I'll tell you what I'm talking about when you get there.
Okay, no problem. He is, he really is, but we'll get there, like you said. And he had the nerve to talk about Andy. Sunflower, have I seen you before? Just show me your face real quick. I'm the only one that could see it, and then I'll bring you up. Robin, what do you think about Carlos King? And trying to give everybody their props, so to speak, for the business, and Mel was pissed.
Nah, Mel wasn't pissed. Mel,
Oh.
that was what we call a preemptive strike. I believe that she and Carlos have had a falling out. She's, oh, I mean, look, we'll talk about it later. How she was like, "I'm not playing with you. You were right there."
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get there. I think that it was a preemptive strike. She's over all these people. She's definitely over this show because remember, the show was her idea. It morphed, but it's different. And she and Carlos were thick as thieves from the beginning. Remember when they were fashioning the show, and they're very clearly, to me, not anywhere near on the same page. Because even when she said, well, I said, people want to say that it was an issue because she talked about having given praise last year, and she knew she was talking. She was talking to Carlos King because you know what? Carlos King does have a whole lot of input in the editing process, I am sure. And so she was bang bang, shots fired.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So S Lover said people act like Melanie is a saint. She's no saint. They're all the same. S Lover, I'm leaning towards that way. I saw a different side of Melanie Cherie. But we're gonna talk. E, what do you think? Sunflower, I want to let you up, but I gotta see your face. I'm the only one that will be able to see because I don't remember seeing. Okay, all right, good. All right. So E, what do you think? Mel was in her feelings.
Well, Mel came to fight, and pretty girls don't act like this. The reunion films for 12 or 16 hours at least, and she could have came out and sat pretty for 5 minutes. Like Vanessa should have told her. Pretty girls who act like this grow up to be hags like Giselle and Robin in Potomac. I'm
Uh-oh.
trying to help. Like I told y'all before, you have to pick your best struggle. Do you want to have hot girl summer or do you want to be bitter baby mama? You got to pick your poison here. Mel came in best dressed but left with the worst attitude. She came off completely miserable. She didn't want to congratulate anybody's business and she's still bent out of shape about what happened at last year's reunion, like you said, Diva. At this rate, she's going to be stuck forever. And I'll tell you this much Kimmy is better than me because it couldn't have been me and my husband sitting there and her going back and forth after he downloaded her knockoff diss track to Ariana and Martell because she wanted to live her dream and be a pop star. And then she had the nerve to call him Martin Luther King, and I was getting really irritated with her because again, you sitting pretty, you the best dressed wife or ex-wife or sister wife on the stage, and you want to bring in civil rights. But if we want to talk about who resembles what, I mean, Mel, you resemble Mimi from Mimi, Jocelyn, and Stevie J in Atlanta. You resemble Tara and Amina and Peter Guns in New York.
Oh
You're like the
Lord.
women on Maury Povich when the lie detector comes back and it's revealed that your husband has been cheating on you and you run off stage 92 yards to flee from the embarrassment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, Maurice is Martin Luther King, but you were a stepmother and a roommate all at the same time when you were supposed to
Mm.
be the wife, or shall I say
Okay.
hashtag sister wife. Then
Wait,
you say all of
wait.
this. All of this is because Maurice said Kimmy and Mel aren't friends, but they're not. If Mel and Kimmy were friends, how come Mel didn't let Kimmy use her hairstylist? That's all Kimmy needed. She needed a hairstylist for the evening. If Destiny couldn't bring no hair from her shop down there and Stormy couldn't bring no bundles, Mel, you should have stepped in. You want to be a good friend? Step up and prove it to me.
No, ma'am.
Can I add this, Diva? I just see
Big,
a pattern.
big
She
no.
falls out with everybody. She fell out with Letitia the first season. She's just rotating around. Everybody can't be the problem.
Oh,
That part. But you know what? Do you remember when Martell said that? I forgot who he was talking to. I want to say he was talking to
Destiny.
Destiny. And he
Destiny.
pretty much said, just wait your turn. Mel falls out with everybody.
but
Okay. So
all
I'm not saying he's right or wrong, but we're seeing some patterns here. So Doc Kelly, Mel just explained on her IG live that she gave gifts to all their successes and they did not show it. So why should she care now? I understand. Doc Kelly, listen, listen, we gotta hear both sides, right? I'm glad you on Melanie's side. And I'm not saying we are or we are not. But hold on one second. Isn't she a producer on the show? I mean, is it just a name? But in
Probably.
addition to that, if she knows that this show gets edited and she knows that they gave gifts, why are you mad at the people on the cast that have no hand in editing the show? Be mad at your boy Carlos King that you kikiing with and ha-ha with, and having a phone call with the people that you want to bring on against Tisha. You talk to him. Carlos King didn't show it. So ask him if they can. You know they can't show everything. So you have the ear because you are executive producer, whatever. Why don't you say, why don't we do a little show with clips you never seen? And then show it then, Mel. Come on, Mel. Do better. Don't get
You
Also,
mad.
know he
You
don't
gotta do
control. You know
better.
he don't control airtime, Diva.
Huh?
You know Carlos King doesn't have any control over airtime at own.
exactly.
Well,
He's
well,
very,
hold on. Let me let
remember he got kicked
Sunflower in
off
the
the Sunday
building.
show.
Sunflower, you're here. What would you like to say about this scene? What was going on with Mel? Am I getting it wrong?
Hey,
Hey,
Diva.
hey.
First, Diva, why you put me as stranger so quick? We talked the other day about Real Housewives of Potomac.
I forgot. I'm sorry. Just
It's
listen,
okay.
listen.
But no, you know what? You
Yes.
and your chat are responsible for me even watching this show because
Oh, good.
someone
Okay.
who mentioned it, like, oh, watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, and it was before the holidays. I
Okay.
fell into a deep hole with this show. And it is
Welcome to
so
the
good.
vortex,
It's so
honey.
good.
Welcome to the vortex. But go
But
ahead.
but before you welcome me, I don't think y'all can like me because I don't see it from Mel or Kimmy. And the reason being is because, like, I know Martell is grimy. I don't like him, but
Right.
I see a lot of underhanded, like, sly movements from Mel as well. It's just that she's a lot more articulate and she could hide it better,
There
right?
Oh
you
yeah.
go. Talk
Oh
to the
yeah.
people, Sunflower.
Oh yeah.
Talk to
That's
the
why they
people.
should not mess with her because they
Yeah.
know how articulated and how she can move. They
But
better leave her alone.
no, that's the thing. Like, I like Mel, like, on the surface, but if I had to deal with her in person, I couldn't, right? And then the thing is, because
Oh, I
Martell is so
could.
grimy, like, it's easy to focus on him, but she moves really slight too, and she gets her licks in a lot softer, and but because her husband is such the villain, we don't see it as often, and I feel like she does people dirty, and I feel like she's really cliquish, to be honest, in terms of how she moves on the show. Is she the star? Of course, but the way that she, like, handles everyone, I can't really get behind that all the way. And
Because
then
none of those people is her friend. All of those people came on there. They are Martell friends. None of them has been introduced as this is Mel's girl. The Scotts, all of them, and Destiny, all of them is her husband friends.
but even if
Oh,
they were the husband's friends, right? Like, me
mhm.
personally, I can't blame her for not liking them because they did her grimy too when they knew about the coleslaw and they
Oh
didn't
yeah,
tell
all
her.
of them,
So you should know that's
all
my
of them.
friend, right?
But hold on. But we got to talk about that, guys. But give me a minute because Kevin is telling us to shut up a little bit. He's telling us to
Uh-oh,
shut up.
uh-oh,
Okay.
uh-oh.
Kevin said, let's do this. He said, let's do this. Okay. Stop speaking on Mel. Now let's talk. Nothing because the others give nothing. Talk without saying what Mel does. Oh,
I
Wow.
could do that.
Kevin,
Don't worry, Kevin. I
Oh,
can.
Kevin,
We got that. We
Kevin.
got you.
Kevin, we
oh,
heard you, but Kevin, you gotta tell us the truth here, Kevin.
the show
You
about
trying to
Mel.
tell us your girl Mel is just plain innocent? I'm waiting, Kevin. I'm gonna
No, I
talk to
think
you.
I'm
Doctor, hold on one
I
second,
think
guys. I
I'm
gotta
with
let
you.
Dr. Lizette in the building.
Hi,
Dr. Lizette, go ahead.
how are you? I love your hair.
Thank
However,
you.
nevertheless, I'm with Kevin because my thing is
Oh,
this. It's been
oh,
proven that Mel has helped everybody. She has helped everybody, even though
Yep,
that they were Martell's friends. Once
yep.
she made the decision that she was going to do what was best for her, Martell went to all of them saying, "You know what? Mel's this that." He turned everybody against her. However, nevertheless, I'm not saying that she was not calculating because the homie moved like a chessboard. When I
Yes,
tell you
she do.
she moved like
Yes,
what's
she
his
do.
name? Jet Li, she moved like Jet Li, Bruce Lee. She was a ninja in the middle of the
Mm,
night, baby. She
mm,
handled her
mm.
business. And you can
Thank
see
you.
that due to the fact how everybody else's business is not successful. She used this
But
platform. She used this platform to do what she needs to do for her and her kids and keep it moving. Martell still ain't got no business license. He gonna lie and say that he sold the wine and knowing this some Sutherfield home wine for $3.99 that you can get out the store. Then Martisha and them got chocolate in the bottle, which is good. However, it's not their wine. They're doing the same thing, shifting labels. However,
Mm.
nevertheless, Tisha's supposed to be this degreed person, which I'm not taking nothing from her. What I'm saying is, show us what you about. Don't show us underneath his thumb all the time. Make some moves on your own. You saying you this boss lady, you brought the company from 17.
Boss up.
Let me see what you can do on your own. I want to see what Letitia can do without standing up from her mama.
Come on, Dr. Lizette.
If my mother was here alive, my mother would have been like Miss Van, and she would have came up to her before the party outside of Destiny Place and dig this here, lady. You're not gonna speak on my grandkids. We're gonna check this in the door. Film family for what? My mother would have shut it down. But Miss Van, she is very smooth. She's calculating too. I'm not trying, because that's where Mel got it from.
Thank you.
You see what I'm saying? I love Miss Van because she showed Melody how to be a lady and how to fight in a different format. You see what I'm saying? But Tisha, her mom and them, they want to, they want to throw balls. No, Melody, I'm grown. I'm educated. I'm going to fight you in a different mannerism. And that's what I like about her. Not saying that she is all this and that. I'm just saying that she showed a different perspective on how to fight. You don't have to be out there cussing and fussing, this, that, and other. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Somebody called my kids and this, that, and other. It's on and popping. I'm Mrs. Bredenbacher because I'm gonna make the pop in the oven. You see what I'm saying? Not the microwave, the oven, baby, because it's gonna be on. However, everybody is screaming male, 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 but you missing one key factor.
Okay, let me listen. Hold on. Let me listen. Hold on. Go ahead.
The key factor is Mel making moves and ain't nobody looking at her footsteps. They started talking about her steps, but ain't making no really moves. Look at the Scotts, all in these lawsuits, and Credit One shut down all the time. Destiny, her store ain't open. I done been to that store a couple of times, because I have a relative that teach at the university, and it was closed. The 7 days I was there, it was only open one day, and it was like for 1 hour.
Right. Oh my God. Right. And let's not forget, she put every last one of them on. And how
that's
she
what I'm
mad
saying. So
how the Scots played her.
I will really be offended too, because I fed you and then you turn around and bite me. And then,
so you saying they all bit the hand that fed them. Give me 1 second. Nurse BK, thank you for the super chat. Tisha has degrees, but she can never articulate or throw shade like the rest of the ladies. Okay.
That's because she college trained, not educated. There's a difference.
So. No, Tisha throws shade. She throws ghetto shade.
No,
Tisha threw shade
over the tracks.
Okay.
I think Tisha came from Mattel really
hold
good
on.
this
They're loving every word you said, Dr. Lizette. Obi, you're in the building, and you're in the building. Go ahead, because I'm
in the building.
Yes. Okay. What would you like to say?
When we get to the next scene, I'll just replying to the other person about Tisha, because Tisha, I think Tisha can throw shade. I feel like she's coming into her own at this moment. Actually, I enjoyed her this reunion, to be honest. The shade she was throwing at Mattel.
Yeah,
I love her comebacks. The puppet scene was a bit cringy.
Was that on Obi?
Yeah, okay, she's stepping up. But let me just throw this in the building, okay? We got some people that are 10 toes down for Mel, saying, you know what, that we're not seeing the bigger picture here. And Mel came on the live and she helped them eat. Let me just ask you this in general. So you helped me, and I gotta let you continue to just walk all over me. I cannot use my own words because you helped me, you put me on, so you could put me on and then run the train over me, and I gotta just keep my mouth shut. I'm just checking.
No, see, because like
no one is saying that, because my thing is how you deliver the message. It's like a UPS box. When you order something from Amazon and you waiting on that special delivery, and when you get that package messed up, the first thing you're gonna call is say, my delivery was messed up. That is what I'm saying with Tisha and the rest of them. Their delivery was messed up. Look at what Destiny did. Mel didn't come out and say, oh, I gave her that money. Mel took some jabs before she came out swinging on Destiny. And
I agree.
She didn't say anything about Marceau and Tisha until they started dragging her first about, look, we put you on slow. And like, I didn't like the fact that Tisha said the other night, oh, I took that from a negative to a positive business. And you should have. You got 3 degrees. You should have. But again, What they're missing is the business was brand new, and that was their agreement anyway, to help them get on their feet, and they were going to make their exit.
The truth of the matter, doctor, is that not just that the business was new, but when Tisha came in, Tisha was tantamount to being an employee, because it's not like she wrote the business plan. It's not like she got the office space. It's not like she went out and got the business.
The contract.
Mel did that. No contracts, exactly. And so I think that Mel is a little salty because, especially how Tisha came out, yeah, and it's making all this money, and I paid you pennies on the dollar. Well, you know what? How about, I can't believe that I'm going to be the one to say this. Remember, the Holtz brought y'all out of financial ruin. Wasn't Marceau popping popcorn or something?
Right.
I'm right there with you. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I don't understand how 1 minute you can help a person, then you turn around and bite the help that gave you.
Let me say,
Okay, so hold on 1 second. Carolyn, thank you for the super sticker. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Somebody said, he said Mel needs to go back to 7th Avenue. So
absolutely. Absolutely. Because here's the thing. Yes, Mel may have helped them, but how long do you dangle that over somebody's head like a carrot? Listen, if you did it from the kindness of your heart, leave it alone. You put it in the universe. You, as far as we know, let the Melometers tell it. Mel is off living great. She came out on top. So what is she still complaining for? Who cares what you did? Move on with your life and talk about something else. Bring something else to the table and stop holding your hand out looking for a thank you. These people have already said thank you. Let's move forward. Mel has 4 kids at home and a stepson that she needs to be paying attention to. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, like Mel.
That's not her kid.
That was disrespectful, E.
Yeah,
that was not her kid. She don't have to take care of nobody else's. That's one. You're right.
Okay, so hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Some people feel the Scots are ungrateful, but we got to move on to the next scene. Okay, I guess you know what. Sometimes people have blinders on when they, have their favorite, and I get it. Some of the Mel fans, and believe it or not, like I'm a big Mel fan, but I don't have blinders on. I see what I see. And so my thing is, if you really was playing chess, you would get up on that stage because you straight winning. You straight winning. I wouldn't even be mad at them because I'm winning. I got 7th Avenue. I have my music. I came on this stage and I look better than all of y'all. So I'm definitely not going to come up there with the push face. I'm not going to come up there with the push face. I'm not going to let y'all see me sweat. I'm not. And then when Carlos King would announce all the business and say everybody's doing well, I would have said, you know what? I'm going to thank y'all again like I did last year. And when I gave y'all all gifts and y'all gave me nothing. That's how you win. But she didn't do it.
I feel like she sounded really, really bitter this reunion. She came off
She's looking bitter. She's looking bitter, upset, and angry. And
very condescending too.
Yeah.
And it's really disrespectful to the men especially. Because I just didn't like even when she said leg, breast, and hips and all that. It wasn't just coming off
so she had to
as a good look of melody.
Right. No, hold on 1 second, guys. I'm gonna let you back in 1 second. Bridget, thank you for the super chat. They better watch out because Mel come for them with those building licenses she just renewed. Exactly. Well, listen, Marcel said he got a license. We're gonna get to that. Martel, he gave up. He's never gonna even go take the test again. But let's move on. Let me add some more scenes to the situation here. Okay. So what is it? Oh. Carlos asked the Scots, Tisha and Marcel, they said, listen, are y'all building like y'all like the new Chateau Charest? He said it's like Neverland, okay? So Scott Manor's like Neverland. And they tried to explain their way out of that. And I will say this, I do feel that they was being disrespectful to Martel. Everybody was swinging their shots at this reunion. They was being disrespectful to Martel when she said, I bought you out for pennies on the dollar. When I bought the company, it wasn't worth a dime, and I turned it into $1 million business. But yet y'all got somebody suing y'all. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to give it to Mel. Mel said yet again, listen, at the end of the day, all of the business that you got initially, it was because of me. And they couldn't deny that. And she said, now what they did with the money that they made after they got it, because I gave them the business, I don't know. Okay. And then Marceau is even trying to help Martell. They still got the bro code going on over there. Because Martell has Marceau books so he can study. Martell needs to just tell the people that I don't want to get this license. I'm not going to go back and take the test again. And that's that. I mean, a lot had happened in that particular scene. And then also, they talked about the lawsuit that was with Scope. Martell tried to throw shots about the Africa trip, but then Tisha came right back at him, okay, and said at least he wasn't in the
Yeah.
gym. Mel got pissed. Mel got pissed because what Tisha said was, listen, all of y'all business came out and there was some facts that backed up all of your business. At the end of the day, and this I slightly agree with her. I know she's a little delusional at times, but I did slightly agree with her. At the end of the day, she said that if Martell and Mel had stuff on them, they would have put it out. Because she said, look what they do to each other
Well, they
in
did
social
put it out.
media.
Martell sent her a text message explaining the what, when, where, why, and who. She the one who chose not to reveal it, because remember, she called the police on him and got a restraining order put against him. So why would you do all that over a petty little text?
Because she didn't want to hear about that. Listen, we know she's in slight denial because Keke, and we're going to see more of it next week, right? Keke even said there's a picture and there's a naked picture, but we going to get to that. So they had the lawsuit, and he asked Martell, about these men and the cheating. He asked Melanie about the cheating, and Melanie said she wasn't lying, and that's when Melanie pretty much rolled Carlos under the bus. Okay, so. And Carlos tried to back away from that really quickly. Because Melanie was like, listen, Carlos, don't play me out. Don't play me out. This chick was on the phone and you was on the phone too, so you knew about her. So Carlos King be wanting to bring the smoke in the game and hide his hands the same way he did over at Roa. And that's the reason why Candy doesn't like him now. Okay, because he did the same nonsense over there at Roa, and that's the nonsense he's trying to pull on Love and Marriage Huntsville, but Melanie is not playing with him. Now, do I believe, and then I'm going to let y'all talk, do I believe that Mel found some chick that was willing to come on the show and say some stuff about Tisha? And do I believe she was going to pay these people? 100% I do, because that's what she did with Keke. Now, I know y'all love
Quick
Mel. I know
question.
y'all love Mel, but we got to
Quick
tell the truth and say
question.
the devil. Wait a minute. I'm going to come around to everybody. Obi, I'll start with you. What would you like to say?
Okay, so my question on that is, I'm with you. I definitely believe Mel found somebody 100%, and I believe that she was on the phone with Carlos with this person. Now, my question is, did this person approach Melody with the information, or did Melody seek this person out? Then my second question is, why is there money involved? I feel like it's a bit sketchy.
No,
So
it
I
ain't
feel I
sketchy.
feel
It ain't
like it's
sketchy. No,
everybody's hands. Like the story alone makes everybody's hands dirty, including Carlos and Melody, in my
yeah,
opinion.
and listen, everybody hands is dirty. It's not sketchy because what happens is they find these people and they get thirsty and they want the money. Just like Ashley and the PYTs, I won't be surprised if she slid them $500 each to do those scenes. But we're not talking about Potomac right now. Miss Frank, 919. You're in the building. What do you want to say? Miss
Probably
Frank, are
muted.
you there?
Muted.
Unmute.
Maybe
Are you on mute?
not there.
Hello? Okay, we got to move on. Tori, you're in the building. What would you want to say about that scene?
Nothing really. They
Okay.
know they can't
Diva,
afford that house.
wait, what just happened?
I don't know what just happened.
I think you just knocked everybody's picture off.
I don't
Hey,
know what I
Diva.
did.
Hey,
It's
Diva.
a view change.
Oh,
We
there we
can
go.
hear each
There we
other.
go. There
Diva,
we
this
go. Okay. All
We're
right.
back. We're
Okay.
back.
So go ahead. So Tori, you don't want to comment on that scene. Okay. Next, we'll go to Dr. Love.
Oh, that scene. So it was a lot with that scene. Once again, Mel fed up, had to remind them that yes, I was the one that put y'all on. Do not, feel like Mel saying to them, don't do me so bad. Y'all had done enough. Like, stop using me as a storyline and stop doing me so bad, because once again, she not throwing blows unless they throw blows at her first. And the thing is, her blows hit harder. And about the scene, did she bring or want to bring that girl on? This where I say, um, where smoke is fire. I do believe that girl did cheat with Marceau years ago, because why would you say I won't come on for 5,000, but I come on for 10 and tell the real? That's pretty much what she said. Or I come on for 20 and tell the real. What was she saying? Was she saying I come on for 20,000 and tell real? Or she saying I come on for 20,000 and tell a lie and mess up my whole beauty shop, situation? So that's why I'm kind of up in the air to say, what were you saying when you said that 5,000 was not enough? What were you saying? Maybe somebody can help me out with that. All right.
Okay, 1 second. CA, I need to see your face before I let you in the building. I'm the only one I could see you. Show me your face because I haven't seen you before, and then I'll let you in. So okay, so you're feeling because the girl she wanted more money for her situation. Okay, no problem. You could put your avatar back on. So you're saying because she wanted more money to come up there and make a fool of herself, she's lying. That's what you're thinking? Everybody Chi-Town saying exactly. Okay. Who else would like to comment on this situation?
If I
Yeah.
may,
I would.
Go
I
ahead.
don't think she's lying though. Like I don't think she's lying. I just feel like the lie is somewhere in how everything is happening, because like I know like what Melody said, I know that's true because Carlos didn't back away from it. Carlos
well,
didn't even deny it, or I mean, he tried to back away from it in the beginning, but he didn't really deny it. My
He didn't
issue
deny
is
it.
if
we don't.
Mel
Mhm.
sought this person out and decided to pay her, because I know there's money involved. She's not saying exactly what, like she didn't say. Okay, I know she said she wasn't going to give this person $5,000, but then she was like, maybe production could do it. So I'm feeling like the fact that there was somebody involved and there's a possibility that she sought this person out to come on the show to talk about it. That already makes her hands dirty.
Well, it
So
Mm.
to
also
me, I
sounds like
feel
she
like
was trying to put it
that
off
was
as a legitimate business expense, sending it to production.
Wait, so like
Exactly.
one thing,
But
Obi,
one thing that we haven't said, and I'm when is about the comportment of the people on the show. It is so clear to me that those men have a whole lot of dirt on each other,
Mm-hmm.
because
yeah,
Martell has a perpetual smirk. Last night, I've never seen Marceau be the combination of being so nervous, rubbing his hands and stuff, and also being as combative. And whenever somebody speaks and they want to say a truth, if I always feel like whenever they're really like making their point, he yells and he talks over them to shut them down. So I believe there's a whole lot of fire and smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
Martell is also holding that over their heads, because
yeah.
as long as Martell keeps the secret, he's also going to be able to keep a hand in getting a penny and getting down with some of their little projects, so he can continue to get paid. That's what I believe.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I want to piggyback because, Robin, I agree with that 10,000%. Everybody knows I'm not a male fan, but what I can say, I believe that she knows a woman who has slept with Marceau. I mean, you look around at Alabama, wherever Marceau frequents, please. What I hear is it's easy pickings down there. But I want to go backwards because Tisha looks so bad during this segment, and she's losing in every aspect of her life. When she fired that bullet at Martell, talking about why I bought you for pennies on the dollar, like Diva said, you're facing two lawsuits right now. You're losing in business, and you're losing in your marriage. Your marriage is swirling around in a toilet of deep cow manure, and her family is the biggest laughing stock. Literally, Carlos has no respect when it comes to Tisha, Marceau, or Miss Wanda. And when Martell fixed his mouth, and Robin, you are right, when Martell fixed his mouth to say, there are things I will never reveal because some things just stay amongst us guys, I'm not going to speak on it. To me, if I was Tisha, that was all the proof
Yeah,
that
he
I see that the sound is going out. Is my sound okay?
No, you're
We're hearing
fine.
you.
Okay, sorry. That would have been all the proof that I would have needed that Marceau is a lying, cheating clown with a wayward penis. It's embarrassing as hell. And anytime a man like Martell can sit next to you and laugh at you about your husband, you're losing bad. You're losing real bad. And Tisha says that there's no proof, but then she turned around all of a sudden and she said that the jump off called her on the phone. And the jump off said to her, oh, well, I would have come on to what you said for $5,000. That wasn't enough money. So you did speak to her. You do know there's a woman out there that exists. And the last thing I want to say, Marceau acts like these rumors cannot affect him because he knows Tisha won't go anywhere. But you have to remember, for every action, there is a reaction. And you say you may have Tisha on lock, but your children still have to navigate in this entire country and internet outside of your parental supervision. All these kids nowadays coming out against their father, and you still think that you can traffic this garbage in and out of your family's public and private life. You embarrass them in real life is what you're doing. Some stains you can't make clean. I don't care how powerful or unstoppable you think you are. Some stains you just can't make clean, and all money is not worth it. So that's all I had to say on that. But I believe 1000% Marceau, Maurice, and Martell, they all been getting down together with all these women. And
Yep. 2 seconds
Go ahead,
follow up.
Billy.
One
go
thing that
ahead.
you did say, E, is that Tisha also believes the truth because her voice didn't start quivering and wavering until they started talking about that how true that might be that Marceau has had an affair, and they know that it to be true because her voice was fine and steady,
Her voice
but then
always
she
quivers
broke
when they start talking
down.
Well,
about
I just
myself.
want to point out something. Everybody missing something. When Tisha argues with Mel, she tell on herself. So let's go back to that event that they did the Valentine Day, and her and Mel got into it at the table. When that's the day when Destiny and Stormy got into it. So remember when Tisha was arguing with Mel, she said, well, you knew that Martell been cheating for 3 years or whatever. She said, you knew your husband. She said, but at least he didn't have a baby. You wouldn't have had a baby by him. She admitted she knew that at that time, but she was too busy in the heat of an argument. She told on herself.
But my
But
thing with
don't nobody
Tisha,
remember that little incident that she told on herself at that point.
no, my
That's
thing
one.
is Tisha is choosing to be in denial. Like everyone sees it. It's not like she doesn't see that. She chooses not to go along with it. So as much as like we, the public, we're sitting out here and we can see like the crap that Marceau's dishing out. Tisha sleeps with him every single night. She knows that man inside out like a glove. She knows what's happening. It's just that she chooses not to. And for me on the outside, I can't put up more of a fight for your marriage than you would want to. And anyone
No,
that
I
comes,
really believe
Quick
that it's
question though. I have a very quick question.
what it
Why
goes.
is everybody so I feel like everybody is just like, okay, Tisha should wake up. Tisha should wake up. You know, Marcel is cheating, Marcel is cheating. Have we like where's okay, I if you ask me personally what I personally think, Marcel is cheating. He probably was cheating before. I don't think I don't think he's cheating as much as he was doing before. Actually, I believe all three of them are cheating and they've been doing it a lot. And they were probably doing it when they were married, probably in the earlier phases of the marriage before the show.
Mhm.
Probably during the earlier
No,
phases of
no,
the show
hold
too,
on.
but maybe not
They've
this
been
one.
doing
But
they've been doing it a
my
lot,
quick
right?
question is the
Because
fact
what
that
is
you
that
don't have
credit
any
one?
solid proof
Obi,
of
let her
Marcel
speak, please.
cheating. Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
but
My question is the fact that there's really been no solid proof of Marcel cheating. Why is
listen,
everybody just
hold,
saying
so hold on, Obi. Hold on one second. Monique King said, yes, and Monique, I saw this live, right?
Yeah,
The
that's
jump off did a live with Tisa Marceau denying it too. Marceau must have paid her $5,500. So
Come on, Monique.
she didn't
All I
want the
see,
5,000, but she took the 5,500. I believe that. So here's the thing: the sex parties at Credit One or wherever it is that
I
Maurice is going
believe.
to sue. He's going to sue the person that's talking these lies. Okay, he's going to sue. So here's the thing: in both Tisa and Kimmi are in denial, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
Kimmi keeps putting 10 toes down. 10 toes down, Kimmi keeps saying that all the stories that are being talked about happened before her and Maurice even were dating. She loves
Mm-hmm.
to make that clear because she made
Distinction.
it clear again
Yep.
at the reunion, right? And so here's the thing, like Carlos King said, listen, Kimmi, I might be gay, but let's be clear. Guys are not partying with guys and going to sit there and be listening to Beyonce. There's some females involved in this situation. And if there were no females involved in this situation, Marceau would have never felt the need to say, but listen, Marceau was never really there. He was only there a couple hours. And then that's when Kimmi said, stop it. You were there. So they all end up telling on each other. The brothers, Maurice and Marcel, telling each other because, you know, when they asked about the apartment, they was like, no, yeah, no, yeah. The whole thing is a hot mess. I believe, you know, that they all was dibbing and dabbing and doing a little something. I believe that they was doing a little something when they got married. I'm talking all of them. Martell, all the M's. Eminem, Martell, Maurice, and Marceau. Like Martell said way back when in that parking lot, when he was looking for his second phone or whatever was going on, Martell, they all were doing some dirt, okay? It's just that Martell got sloppy and his dirt came to the surface, okay? And so what Tisa is trying to say is that, listen, in order for me to leave my man, you're going to have to show me evidence. She wants exhibit A, B, C, and D. And until she gets that, she's not going to have it. And then, like he said, you know, Martell sent her that whole picture with the saying that Marceau bought this woman a Benz, this, that, and the other. Because the women didn't come and say to Tisa, like, yes, it's true. She wants to stay in denial. Listen, it's her marriage. If she want to be in denial until somebody literally comes and shows her clear-cut evidence, then you know what? Let her have fun.
Wait, no, Diva. I want to go
Yeah,
back a little
We
bit.
need to
Like,
move on
yeah,
so
from this
I just
storyline.
watched the show. I'm a new watcher, right? Like, I only started
right.
maybe a week or two ago. The,
Okay.
the reason why it doesn't have to come from someone else is because I remember the time where Martell said that Marceau had 20 girlfriends. And Marceau in front of Tisa was like, well, I don't know what to tell you to believe then. That alone was enough to let me know he did it and she wants to be in denial. Because if you were my husband and someone's saying that you have 20 girlfriends, the immediate answer is no. The immediate answer is I don't know what he's talking about. Not I don't know what to tell you. So it doesn't matter who comes to her with what, she's not going anywhere. That's my take on
Right.
that.
Now,
And then
But then
Kimmy,
he needs to say that
That
so
she
that people
will.
no,
can
he
follow.
does. No, woman's intuition is gonna kick in. And then, really quick on Kimmy, the reason why I don't like Kimmy is because she acts like she's better than all of them. When I could see the writing on the wall, there's no way that, um, sorry, it's too many Maurice's names, but there's no way that her husband is sitting in the fray just watching this being innocent. Kimmy just feels like she puts on like she's better than everyone else when all of them are in the same pot. Just that Martell is just not as intelligent as the others. Now Marceau, he's not fine like Martell, but Marceau just gives me real masculine energy. Like whoever his side piece is, she will never step out of line because she knows better than to walk up to that man's house. There's something about that man, Marceau, where his side piece will never be a coastwatch. She's never gonna walk up to the house. She's never gonna go in public and embarrassment, knock on wood. And that's the reason why not Kimmy, Tisha is so comfortable because she knows the man that she has. He might be ain't shit, but he has levels to his stuff that just Martell doesn't have the boundaries that Marceau does. That's my comment.
What I think,
No,
So
you
so
don't.
just let
Okay,
me
Obi, I'm gonna
what
let
I
you
think is
speak. Hold on
Marcel
one second,
is
guys.
very
Hold on one
smart.
second. Hold on one second, Obi. I'm gonna let you speak. Sunflower, you said a mouthful, and I will say this. I agree.
Yeah.
Marcel's side piece, she ain't gonna get out of line. She ain't gonna step out of line. She's not gonna show up in Tisa's face because he would not have it. Because and you can tell he wouldn't have it because he don't really have Tisa getting out of line.
right.
Yeah.
He
But
don't let her. He don't let her to go too far off the, off the road.
Right.
Okay. He tells her to calm down, listen, think for yourself. Don't let people gaslight you. This is our marriage. So we see it all the time. So I will say I do agree with you. Obi, let me come to you, and then I want to go around because I want to give everybody a chance to speak. What did you want to say, Obi?
I was just gonna piggyback on what Sunflower said. That Marcel is actually very, very smart in cheating, and I feel like whoever he's cheating with also has something to lose. He probably picked out the perfect person. Both have something to lose, and like from their communication, I feel like it's going to be somebody who is not going to air their business in public compared
Well, she would
to
have aired it
Marcel.
for the right dollar amount.
That's
Remember, she
it.
just said 5,000 wasn't gonna work for her. So
Right.
Well, if that person has
she's
something
not
to lose, like if
that
that person was, that person could also be in a marriage. That person could also be, that I feel like that person probably has as much to lose as myself.
no, she
Whoever
just needed
it
the
is,
right
or
dollar
if it's
amount.
one or two people or whoever it is. Yeah, that's what I
Right.
think.
No,
But
she
what
clearly
I
said
also think too
Obi,
is,
Obi, Obi. She clearly said she just needed the right dollar amount and she would have came on the show and did her thing. So obviously Mel learned her lesson when she went for Keke. She made sure Keke got the right dollar amount and Keke spilled the beans on her own cousin. Let me
well,
let
let
some
me tell
other
you why
people
I
in the
find this
building. Hold on
why I
one
find
second,
this very
Obi.
okay.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one second, Obi. Let me let somebody else in the building. Who did not get a chance to speak yet? CA, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to ask you guys, do you think Melody really paid Keke? Or do you guys think Keke came on to embarrass her cousin because of what she did to her?
No,
Because
Carlos
I
no
think,
paid her. Carlos
yeah,
paid her.
right, because I definitely think like Kiki's motivation is just like for herself in the show, like she wants to be on the show. Because from what I remember, is she was supposed to be on the show,
Yeah,
but I
she was
believe
supposed to
Yeah,
that
be original one.
Tisha, right, and Marcel
yeah,
said something which stopped her from coming. So I definitely
yeah,
think like it could have been anybody. I just believe she just did that edge to come on the show just to embarrass her cousin. So I don't definitely think like, Melody had to persuade her or it was like a big thing for her to come. I just think she wanted to come to embarrass Tisha and expose Tisha just like she felt that Tisha exposed her. And
Yeah.
just to pick it back real quick over like are we discussing the cap what's it called? The Capital One, what's it called? The Credit One
Credit one.
sex parties?
You can discuss it. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't believe that the men. I definitely think they're all cheating. I don't believe that they're having like this like orgy, like they're all having like sex in front of each other. I definitely believe they go after hour. They discuss their women. I think like sometimes they may invite one of the women to come up there so they can introduce them. But I definitely don't think that they're actually like having sex. But I definitely think they in there like being men talking about women, just discussing things that they should not. So I
Oh no.
just definitely think they
Women.
have a lot of dirt on each other. But I don't
and
think
they
they're just
debunked.
out there just like
They debunked
Uh,
what Kimmy said because
So
Kimmy
hold
said
on one
that.
second. Hold on one second, Obi. I'm gonna let you in. But CA,
Uh,
just sex party doesn't necessarily mean that they all having orgies or whatever the case may be. They could be just a gathering so we can all meet. Like I don't like this word. They can meet their linebackers. Listen,
right,
they
exactly.
we know how they get down, right? Because when they
Mhm.
went out of town and they had the pictures with the other girl, and Coleslaw was there too. So
Right.
it's very clear to us they can play it off as much as they want to, but they like the ladies. They was running circles together, Martell, Maurice, and Marceau. And when they run circles together, the ladies are involved. Like
oh,
Carlos King said, he does believe there are some truths to some of these rumors. And Carlos King also said a very telltale sign, right? And the telltale sign he said was, y'all all made a pact that
mhm.
I'm not a part of before the show started, that y'all wasn't going to talk about XYZ. And y'all thick as thieves as far as that's concerned. And
yeah.
don't forget that they also said, Martell said, yeah, Kimmy didn't want us to tell that Maurice be out till 4 a.m. in the morning.
Mhm.
So what is a married man doing in the streets till 4 a.m. in the morning? And Kimmy gonna talk about, well, I didn't want people to get the wrong idea. Well, girl, you just
Right.
as naive as your sister-in-law, Tisa.
Right.
Girl, let me tell you
She treat
something.
like her son,
Because
like not her husband.
hold on, because I have to speak on this. Because and CA, I want to start with you. I adore you, but I have to be honest. Have you seen what these men are doing out here in the streets? And you don't believe that these people are engaging in group sexual activities? Don't put
I,
anything past them. What
I
if they do this at Target? If they do this at Walmart? What makes me think that Martell, Marceau, and Maurice won't get together? Not saying that they're all swapping, but you go to your corner, you go to your corner, you go to the bathroom. Yes, I believe it 10,000%, because
Yeah.
Listen, these rumors didn't just come. That's outrageous. This didn't just pop up out of thin air. They tried to distract us by saying there were no women there. But if there was no women there, then you must have had some men there. How you doing? Because I don't believe that all of these men who are so sexually charged and driven are out hanging around, listening to music and drinking with
Yeah.
nothing else. And I think they thrive. They thrive off of being caught and actually not getting caught. They love that. And this is why Kimmi doesn't want the rumors out, to your point, Diva, because even if Maurice, he looked uncomfortable. You saw the camera, it panned to Marceau. He started scratching his nose. And they were all uncomfortable. Kimmi looked crazy as hell. And it's all about all these men, they're cheating, and all their wives, they all take their turn on the merry-go-round over who's going to look the stupidest on this part of the episode. And I don't believe for a second that nobody has come to Tisha and given her any proof in the DMs. I know for a fact. That Tisha watches YouTube. I know for a fact that people have contacted Tisha. Tisha has a lot of information. And if Tisha really wants people to leave her family alone, then she needs to come out and she needs to say, this is our marriage. We have an arrangement, because people are going to talk and people are going to keep thinking that you're a damn fool until you address it and say, we have an open marriage. We have an understanding. But I believe for 100%, I don't care how much money they have. If you ever been with an athlete, a basketball player, a football player, I'm talking about people who have resources. These people are exhibitionists, some of them. They don't mind being sexually active in front of other people. Yes, I believe that they were getting down at Credit One and they need to shut that place down.
Yeah. Or
Exactly.
another thing.
I
Well,
believe
then I'll
that.
make this point because Marcel always said, let me take y'all back to the first season when Martel got caught and they were asking him straight up, and he said, I'm a deny.
Yeah, he
And I
did.
believe what's going on is it's a hush money situation. He paying his side piece hush money, and I believe behind the scenes, Tisha is anteing up and making her demands. And as long as he can meet her demands, she gonna stick by her man.
Not only that,
Bottom
I
line.
think
No,
Tisha the
I think
outright say.
So remember,
I
just
think
quick
Tisha needs
thing.
to
So Kimmy
outright
said
say
her
that
office was above Credit
it's
One, right?
okay.
But I was reading somewhere that some people did some investigation and they said that was back in 2012 or something. So her saying that doesn't even like debunk the rumors about the Credit One, because her saying that her office was above Credit One and they were not having sex parties and it was way back in 2012. I mean, that's like a long time from now,
I
and
mean,
what
but
could
it's a good
possibly
old
still
boys
be
club.
happening there.
It's a good old.
OD, how many times have you cheated? Tell me the truth.
As long as they can get away with it.
Right.
The only thing Martell is upset about right now is the fact that he got caught. That's the
He's
only
been
thing
To be
he's
honest, I've
he's
actually
been on the
never
fire.
cheated. I've
But
never
if you
Okay, wait, hold on, guys.
notice,
Hold on. Wait, hold on one second.
Hold on,
Hold
let me
on
see
one
that.
second. Hold on one second, guys. X Part, thank you so much for the super chat. Now I understand why Tisa was so pissed with Mel. Mel paying someone to come on the show to ruin her marriage is foul, especially because Mel does not want Arion on that. Well, come on. We gotta talk, guys. We gotta talk. Come
serious.
on,
Did
X
someone
Part.
say, did someone
Mel
say
is
my
the
daughter?
epitome. Hold on, guys. Hold on, let me finish reading this. Mel is the epitome of misery loves company. I mean, can we talk here though?
Yes, that's how she comes
Where
off.
Ariana
I
did
never
already
seen.
said that Maurice and Marcel was trying to talk to her friend and her sister. She didn't already put that out there a long time ago.
That's
So
why I let her on the show.
right, that's why they gave her a cease and desist letter. That's why you don't. And Maurice told her get your puppy under control because your puppy talking too much. That's why she ain't said a word so far. Because I think I looked at her last thing on YouTube. She said she had signed some papers. Carlos sent her some papers saying that she was
And
going to
she
be
was
on the show.
mad.
And it was an NDA. She can't talk about the show too much. She can't say too much of crap. So they know something. This girl knows something. So
And I
she's spilling the beans and they told her no. But this is another point of view that I'm going to give you another perspective about Tisha. Tisha ain't slow at all. Like the young lady just said, Tisha is making her demands. But also, if you really go research everything is in Tisha's name. So therefore, she's looking at it also from a financial standpoint. She ain't like Mel. She ain't got it in the bag to where she got other avenues. homegirl stuck, just like Kimmi. Kimmi was a nurse. Allegedly, she paid Marcel to, Maurice to go through
Maurice.
that bootleg law school.
Mhm.
However,
Oh my God.
she is the breadwinner. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, they don't want to look stupid because they
Exactly.
are on their names are on everything. Look at that PPP loan. It got Tisha name on that sucker.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and that's
And
the
that's and
dummy
that's
move.
why Tisha is
But
not gonna
that's
let
but
It's
anybody.
that's
coming
the
down to
That's why
dummy
people.
Tisha is
move.
That's
not
why
gonna
she
do
That's
told
the
anything
Tisha.
dummy
until
move.
somebody proves these rumors. Those rumors have to be proven for
But
Tisha
that's
to
the
do
dummy
anything about
move
her
that
marriage.
Letitia
And she's
made
going to
as
be
far
looking
as
crazy,
business.
leaving her husband based on hearsays and allusions and allegations with no actual proof.
Well,
So
the
if
No,
thing,
she
if
won't look
the
nobody comes
crazy
out,
because if the company, no, the company is being
if
sued.
no other
If she's
person comes
stuck,
out,
no, listen to me.
Oh,
If
let her
she's
speak,
stuck,
please.
she needs to get unstuck, sell that company, and get the hell out. Start over. It's never too late to start over.
but that's
Mhm.
why he put it all in her name for those
Mhm.
type of reasons. So when
But
law
that's how you get a man in the nuts. You
with
leave everything. Get
ex-
sell those stocks back to Martell for pennies on the dollar and get out.
Mm.
But I
exactly.
have a question though. Why do
Yeah.
why is it that everyone makes it seem as though Mel is the one that's trying to ruin Tisha's marriage when
When it's
Martell was the first one that even mentioned him cheating,
him.
like
I
Marcel
think they
cheating
both relentless.
on
I never seen two people work so hard to tear apart a marriage. It's just like move on.
No,
but
Marceau was
how
tearing down the
but
marriage because Marceau
Mhm.
can't keep it in his damn
Absolutely.
pants.
Right.
Well,
Absolutely.
right.
listen.
So
Okay, so hold on,
But
guys.
like
Hold
they
on,
don't
hold
have
on, hold
proof.
on.
That's my
Time out,
point.
time out.
Time out. At the end of the day, E, you did make a good point, right? Marcel is the first one that's ruining his marriage because he's the one out there running around. If that's the is so and that is the case, but at the same time, if we all make an agreement that we're going to shut our mouth and be thick as thieves and not say anything, we got to be clear, right? Melanie started that show knowing that Martell and Martell was for the streets. She knew
Hmm.
because it came out another time that they all made a pact that they were not going to say anything about Martell cheating on the show. So
About
my thing is keep up your same energy. If you made a pact saying we're not going to talk about your cheating husband, just because yours played out on the show and y'all got busted, don't try to tear the rest of us down now
no,
because we made a
but
pact
she
in the
didn't make
beginning.
that
Let's stick
pact. It
to it.
was Martell.
no,
Because when
Mel
everyone
says she
said
didn't
that
make
at the
that.
reunion, when everyone said we made the pact not to talk about it, she said, I never said that. And her
Right.
and King Bo said it was Martell that
Yeah,
told the guys not
she
to talk
made that
about it.
pact. Because she
Yeah,
said
so
she
she
knew
never
it
agreed
was
for
gonna
them not to talk about it. If you guys remember in the first season, like she was throwing his stuff out, like she was upset, like she brought it up. So it was Martell that told everyone not to say anything.
right. Mel
And then
completely
Martell is
did
the one
that.
that started the rumor about Marcel cheating. And then Tisha, I believe, went to to Mart what's her name? I'm pregnant, sorry. Pregnancy rate.
That's okay.
So so I just
Oh,
have like a
congratulations.
brain freeze. Sorry. So yeah, so Tisha went to Melody to I believe like to talk about it. She said, yeah, I know too, or something like that. But I'm just saying, I just feel like after like season after, I feel like Melody is like the face of ruining Tisha's marriage when Martell started the rumor. And Martell did it because he's miserable and he's immature. Like he just didn't want to be the only one caught. So he trying to put the light on someone else. But not everyone forgets that he's the one who started the rumor. And then they just put Melody as the person, like, that stays with it. And if we think about it, if we really look at the episode, how many times do Melody discuss Tisha? And how many times does Tisha discuss Melody?
Melody always use that cheating as a weapon against Tisha. I agree with that. But ultimately, I just feel like it's getting old. Like either produce the evidence or not. Like let's get some resolve to this already. I'm just really tired of season after season. It's all these cheating allegations and they're
that
dangling it
part.
in front of us.
That's
Like
their storyline. That's their
I'm tired of the
storyline.
storyline. I'm very
Yeah,
tired of
that's
it.
their storyline. Not only that, my main thing with Letitia and Kimmy, I need them to come out like I've heard many married women do. Come out and just say, I don't care what my man do. I'm gonna be with him. Even if y'all bring pictures, photos, I don't care what. I'm gonna be with my man. So everybody will just leave them alone.
Mhm. Susie Q, for real said, Diva, stop hating on Mel for no reason. Martell is old news. I'm not hating on Mel. I'm really not. I actually like Mel. But I
Yes,
mean,
she's
I'm
open.
calling it. I'm
Yeah.
calling it for what I see on the TV. Now, if my eyes are deceiving me, y'all can let me know. But I'm calling it for what I see on the TV. We got to be clear. You can love Mel,
Right.
and you can say she plays checks,
Mhm.
but what
Right.
she did on this reunion, I wholeheartedly feel she could have did better. You're straight winning. You got 7th Avenue. Like I said, she slayed it. She slayed it, hands down. She was the #1 dress. And you're giving all of this flavor. You came out there. She came out there with straight attitude from the door. She was waiting for someone to open their mouth so she can pounce on them. And we gotta give it up and say when there was questions that needed to be answered, she didn't really answer them.
No,
She
she
didn't
did.
really answer about this chick that allegedly she tried to bring on the
Sidestepped it.
show. She didn't answer the question, not
Because
at all.
everybody know about the hairdresser. Everybody know it's real. And she just was on that show like, you're not about to do this to me, Carlos, like you done me last year. That's more so to me how Melody was. Even when she threw him under the bus and said, listen here, you was on that phone call when that woman said she cheated and she wanted more money. Let's not play these games now. But she couldn't come out right and say that. So
And how can
But I
she
also
actually
I just
explain
really feel
herself
like Mel,
properly
there's a
when
pattern, guys. There's a pattern. Mel does this on a regular basis. And when she got something on somebody or whatever, she will ruin the whole party for it. She did it with Martell for a whole season.
well, that's
It's
why
a
they are
pattern.
so popular because they came out. Well, Mel came out telling her truth. None of them tell truth, and that's why nobody can reside with none of them but Mel and Martell.
that's
And now that Kimmi came out telling her truth, we reside with Kimmi about the cancer. None of them is coming out truthful like Mel was. That's the problem. Mel came out season 1. This ninja is cheating with Oot and Loot and Boot. She
But
had
isn't
no.
that their,
Okay, so wait,
isn't that their
let me
business?
That's
just
a
To
lie.
hold
reveal,
on,
like,
guys.
it's
Hold
not
on one
Marcel
second.
and Melody's job to reveal everybody's marital secrets. That's their business to tell. She should have just focused on her and Martel's situation to
But
out
Martell
somebody
So
revealed
else's
it.
wait, hold on
talent
one
without.
second. Let me just ask a
I don't
question,
agree with
right?
that.
Let me just ask a question.
Okay.
So Mel doesn't get along with Destiny. Fine. Mel doesn't really get along with Kimmi. Fine. Mel doesn't get along with Tisha. Fine. Mel doesn't get along with Stormy. Fine. At some point, do we not say to ourselves, one of these people don't belong? And we're
Here
going to
we
say
go.
that all the time. It's everybody else except Mel. I
She's the
get it.
common
So now
denominator.
Maybe they just
Stormy,
don't.
hold on. We can say, I'm gonna let you in, Robin. We can
Sorry.
say that they're all hating on Mel.
Hmm.
Stormy has cash for days. So tell
But she
me,
have the
what is Stormy pissed about? What is she jealous about? She's jealous that Mel is the head honcho on the show. Somebody talk to me.
I will. It may
Oh,
be a few things. First of them, it might be cash versus class. It could be, and I think that
she wants.
I don't really see Mel and Tisha being friends. I think that Tisha always has had some kind. Tisha and Maurice. I don't know what Maurice's issue is with Melody. Why am I being a Melody stan? I don't know why, but I think that that's the thing. They probably wouldn't otherwise mix as much as they have to because of the show. And I will tell you that Melody's um, behavior, her attitude is stereotypical of an organization she belongs to. Sedity and highfalutin.
No. What
um,
Stormy wants to be famous. Stormy don't care about all that money she got because if she
Mm-mm.
did, she'd get a PR and quit.
True.
Or and decide as was that you say decide what track you gonna be on. Either you gonna be the ghetto mafia. We can relate to you, girl, 'cause
Come on, get on mafia.
or you gonna be this businesswoman. What are you gonna be, Stormy? Or you gonna be this one hitting bells talking about doing what do you call it, chatting. It's like, come on, Story, make up who you're going to be, but come real with us because we've seen the real you at Valentine's. That's the real you, and whether she knew it or not, we all liked it, that part of her. But she took her, I don't want to be ghetto. Now so and so ghetto. Look at so and so. Oh, male ghetto because she fine. I ain't ghetto now. Girl, you ghetto. It's in you. It's just you, and that's the thing. Once again, Stormy don't want to come real. That's why nobody can feel her either. And Stormy, mother coming for male, yeah, I'm not about to be your friend because I'm not about to disrespect your mother. Because if I have to disrespect your mother, I'm going to fight you and your mother. So since I don't disrespect people, mothers and grandmothers, I'm not about to be your friend. Never in life.
But didn't Mel bring Stormy on?
She
Yes.
did.
Yes.
So this
They brought
is
Destiny.
But see, this is where I have the issue because Mel says that she don't bring on people to come for other people. Yes, you do. You orchestrate all of this. Mel is messy. She didn't come on telling the whole truth about Martell cheating because if she would have came on telling the whole truth, she would have told us she been knew about Ariane. She would have been told us that Ariane had those abortions, and Mel would have told us that she had an abortion too. Mel came on. She gave us a little bit. And then the rest had to fall out of the closet. Ariane is what provoked Mel to be totally forthcoming about what the woes were in her marriage. Mel is full of it. And when you sit there on that stage next year, if she comes back, she needs to come back and she needs to bring a man. Because I know she got plenty. She looked too good to not have a man. And you've been getting 8, so I know you got one. So bring them on the show. I don't want to hear her talking about Tisha anymore. I don't want her and Martell to film any more scenes. Mel needs to get her some real friends. And the only time I want to see Miss Van come on is if Miss Van is going to be the third wheel to Kimmi and Tisha. Let's bring on the other Scott brother and let's see how he's treating you, Miss Van. What's going on over there? Ghetto Mafia?
I'm not interested in seeing none of that. What I'm interested in seeing the core factor on when it started. It started because they were black educated husband and wife show having businesses and running. That's what I want to see. I don't.
But they were lying. They were lying.
Welcome to the show.
Who being naive in their household? I just wanted to see.
You want to see phoniness.
Succeed. That's it.
No,
you want to see phoniness.
That's not what you saying.
Of the main 6 because it came on with the main 6 characters. Then they added on Laderick, whatever. No, what's his name? The one that got caught on charges.
Laderick.
Yeah, he got caught on his little charges. Then what's the other one name that I like him a lot? He's smooth criminal. The one that he told us, man, don't be trying to pull me in your lie because I was with my wife. What's his name?
Oh, what is it, Charles or Chris or something like that?
Chris.
You know
Chris, yeah. Chris, like, hey, I didn't have my mistakes because they said it, once Martell got in trouble, they said it on the porch. Look, I got caught cheating. We went to this man. That's when they found out about the counselor guy, and that's started helping them with the counseling. And he was like, look, I'm real about it, but you got to look at a collective. All of them guys together, they're known for cheating. Only 3 of them got caught, which was Martell, Chris Fletcher, and the other guy. So we just waiting on Marceau and Maurice to drop the ball. But who cares at this point? It's been 5 years. I think it's 5 years, 5 or 3 years. Move on from this storyline. Tisha needs to find somebody else to say who's ruining her marriage besides Melanie, because it's her and her husband ruining her marriage. Because a person come in my house anytime want to be a vampire, I got something for that. They're going right where I work at, the emergency room, and I see you. I believe that. I know that for a fact. But anyway.
Tisha no and Kimmi no, right? Because she wouldn't have never said that. Like, she wouldn't have never wanted to hide that. If y'all supposed to be keeping it real because of reality show, let it come out that he was 4 a.m. But see, you know what? Kimmi, for sure, she couldn't take that heat when Maurice was being accused of doing something grimy. She could not take it at all. It almost broke her. Let me throw this in real quick so we can pull this train in and close out. Martell said it when it comes to talking about, whether Marceau is a cheater or not, he pretty much took the fifth. He was like, that's not what I do. I ain't doing that, right? Carlos King let Keke know it seemed like you playing both sides, and she is, right? Because she and Mel face saying one thing, but then she coming back to Tisha telling her everything that Mel said. So Keke was playing both sides, and Keke came to get that check. Miss Wanda told Keke, you better watch yourself. That's the eyeballs that Miss Wanda was giving Miss Keke and tell her, but tell the truth and shame the double. But Keke brought out that, listen, Tisa had a picture in her phone. They found a picture in Marceau's phone. So she had the proof. And like I think y'all was saying earlier, it doesn't matter. She's standing by her man. Now, when she brought those puppets out of Mel and Keke, it was a little Keke haha. Okay. I thought it was funny. Even Melanie was laughing when Tisa brought out the puppets, but Keke was in her bag of feelings over those puppets. She wasn't really feeling that. And yeah, my opinion, you said, but yeah, Miss Wanda don't play. I think she had a talking to with Keke after that reunion and told Keke like the famous family line, our business needs to stay in our house. Don't you go around here talking to nobody else and running your mouth about what's going on in Tisa and Marcel's household. So let's close them, baby. So let's close this thing out. We're gonna go around really quickly and get our final thoughts. And we pulling the train in the building. CA, I'm gonna start with you. What do you want to close out with?
I just wanted to say, because I'm over this whole Tisha, but I just wanted to like mention and highlight to close this
Mhm.
whole thing out that Tisha is the one that's continuing the whole Marcel is cheating on me situation. Like, I hope next season they're no longer talking about it. I don't think she's gonna leave her man. She's letting him cheat in peace. I just think she should just let that go and have another conversation. I wanted to join earlier, but it was full. I just want to mention, you guys mentioned how Melody came to the reunion really upset, but we got to be honest. We are on social media. We've seen all of them throw jabs at her, and especially Marcel. He's been in comments. They've done interviews. So you got to understand, they've all made it clear they don't like her. So I just don't think, like, you guys, I don't know if you guys maybe expected her to go in there smiling Keke when she knows they don't like her. So hopefully next season, since you guys are, and I appreciate the debate. Like, I definitely think some of us like Melody and some of us don't. But if we being honest, if we watching the same shows, every episode Melody's talking about what she got going on, whatever. Everyone else is mentioning Melody's name. So if we remove Melody from the equation, what would they talk about?
Oh,
So hopefully, what I do want to say, like, I'm definitely happy that I was able to join and, like, discuss with you guys. But if we being honest, they made it clear, all of them, they do not like Melody. They've all laughed at her, make fun of her because her man cheated on her. It's like, it's her fault that he cheated and that she knew. If we being honest, I mean, I've been cheated on before. I didn't leave my man right away. It's not as easy as people make it seem. Like, she has 3 kids. They've been together for a while. They had businesses together. So for people to make it seem like, she should have left right away, so, I mean, so it is what it is. But I just think that if we're being honest, she's not the one that's continuing the whole narrative about Marcel cheating. Tisha keeps bringing it up. Last season, they made up. Like, she made up with Tisha. Then Tisha came to the reunion and said they weren't friends. So she's like, what? I thought we made up. So it's just like, I don't know what people really wants her to do. So, but yeah, so I just think, like, since we all don't like Melody and she's such like a bad person, if we remove her, what would the cast talk about? Because all the season, all they talked about was Melody. Every episode, I think Tisha, the only episode she didn't talk about Melody when she had that period party for her daughter. But every episode, Melody name was in it.
okay,
So
CA. Well, I guess I have to go back and rewatch a couple episodes, and I'm gonna count how many scenes they bring up
yeah,
Melody name. All right,
please do.
I'll see what I can do. Thank you, CA, for joining us. I'm glad you was able to get on the train.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Love, what's your final words?
Okay, so with the puppets, to me, they were funny. And I do feel like Keke was very upset because she could get Ghetto Fabulous on that stage and really beat Tisha up like she used to beat her up when they was younger. And Tisha kind of brought that out there. We used to fight. We used to fight, but she never told how her cousin beat her up. So I think she was really mad about that. And also, I'm with CA. If everybody was to mind their own business, this is a big,
Mhm.
what storyline would Tisha and them have? What story
Oh,
would Maurice and them have? It's like,
mm.
storylines would they have? Because to me, Melody do know how to rock this show and rock it to where she's or she's promoting her stuff more than anything. So I feel like she knows how to do that, even promoting them kids here and there. Okay, I've picked up on that too. So, and I would like to see this what you call it, come willing back to really investment in real estate, which I don't think it can or will at this point because it's so messy, and Carlos got it so messy like this to where nobody from this moment on will be getting out of nobody business. That's just a given. And whoever come on here, right, it's going to be like Real Housewives of Atlanta. They're going to come for Melody. Whoever come on here, like everybody came on there had to come for Nene because she was the head honcho. So it's just, I don't know if reality TV set up like that, because I've seen it in plenty. Well, we've all seen it in plenty of shows. Whoever the head honcho, everybody's going to come for that person. So I don't know how it could be wheeled back besides Melody leaving, pitching another show, starting somewhere else, going to do something else. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay. All right. Dr. Lizette.
Okay, again, this all started with Martell for me, and I think that everybody have to look at the other side of that. Melody had, a family, and she was hurt about some things, and she broke the pact with Tisha and Kimmi. That's what I think that they're most mad about, because just like the feathers, the guys had a pact. I believe they had one as well. And Mel said, you know what, screw this pact. I'm going to, do this, that, and the other. Then the wild card factor was also about Ariane. She come out, say little certain things, but I do want it to go back to where they can go back to, but individually, if it's make any sense. Tisha can talk about what she want to do, and Mel and everybody else, but get Destiny off the show, because she don't bring nothing to the table. All she did was once her Mel friendship dissolved, her and Tisha linked up, and I'm cool with Mel linking up with Keke, because every episode, Destiny and Tisha together, who they talk about, Mel. So I am for Mel going up with Keke. Yeah, go ahead and tell that little story. I'm okay with all of that. You see what I'm saying? You got to have an ally to the team. I'm cool with that. But for me, I do like Melanie. I like how calculating she is. I like the fact that she did do what's best for her, and she left Martell, because remember, he used to say, I made Mel. Why he can't make another one? Why he can't make himself? You see what I'm saying? So all these men on this show, to me, this is what I get out of it, that they go for self-driven women that have something, that want something, and they ride their coattails because they have no credit. They really have no drive, but they want to use them. So they're just using them in a different format, and they just don't see it. That's for me. But I said, I'm glad for Mel. Go Mel. Yeah. I'm a 85% millimeter. I ain't gonna say I'm 100. I'm 85 because I'm only gonna give myself 100. But I think I can see her writing a book on how to get out of divorce. How to maneuver successfully out of a divorce and different things like that. So I'm all for it. And I will support even Kimmi. In her different adventures, because I do like Kimmi, even though she's an op as well. She go back and tell certain little things too. They all go back and tell.
She the bone collector.
So for me, I don't like Keke. I don't like Kimmi, because Kimmi go back and tell little things on the slide. She's like Sheree, she a bone collector, because like for the Christmas thing, girl, I'm gonna tell you before you find out, it was a party, and Keke was there talking about you. She didn't even have to go say all of that. And then Stormy, she want to say, oh, how you feel about this? I just feel that everybody's friend with somebody else, and they run back and tell, so it's just all about what business can be told for the day. But I really wish they'd get back to their own business and give the people something to talk about, not who doing who.
Right. E, your final words?
Oh, it's final words.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. That's Shan. Go ahead, E.
Hey, Shan.
Hey guys, I'm at work, so I couldn't even get on. So I just came into the break room for a second. How's everybody doing?
We're all good. We're all good. We're on final
Hey, hot
words. So
girl
I'll let
Summer
you go
E.
before E real quick. Did you want to say something real quick?
Oh, about Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really wanted to comment on this, but of course. So
basically Carlos was actually doing a good job this time. He was like trying to hold people accountable. I feel like he was really trying to, ask the questions that we wanted to know. Like even Tisha with the cheating thing. He was like, "So you don't think?" He basically said how she was kind of in denial, something like that. And
He
I was
did. I'll give you
surprised he
that.
said
He
that.
did.
It's like he's
He did.
trying a little to be a little better of a host.
Yes.
So that was it. But I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
go. I just want to say hey. I like your
Hey.
new
Hey.
name, E Hot Girl Summer. How are you, Robin?
Hello.
Good, Shan. Good
Hey,
to hear your
Dr.
voice.
Love. Hey, Naughty. Hey, beautiful
Hey.
Diva. How y'all
Hey.
been listening? I'll catch Thursdays live if you go live.
Yes, I will. All right, we're doing hot trending topics on Thursday. Well, go
Bye,
ahead, Kimmy.
Okay.
guys.
What's your final words?
So, in regards to Carlos hosting, listen, Carlos, you can't pick and choose. Like I said, he has his favorites. You
Hmm.
want to hold Tisha and Marceau accountable, but he still hasn't brought Ariana and his baby on the show. You can't pick and choose. If we're going to show our lives, then we have to show our lives. People keep saying, "Well, all we talk about is Mel." And if you remove Mel, then what will people talk about? Well, that can be said for any of them. Because if you remove Tisha and Marceau from the equation, what would the show be like then? What would the show be like with just Mel, Martell, Kimmi, and Maurice? Each of these people, this is an ensemble cast. And so, really, you're missing a couple, which is why, they were auditioning Tiffany and Lewis and all. They need one more couple because what we have now, this dynamic is lackluster and it's run stale. I don't want us to
Right.
give Mel too much because she can't carry this show alone. And if they removed her
Right.
and brought in another couple who actually did film together and really wanted to put their life on full display, and the key word is transparency, we will have a knockout. Because people say they want the show to get back to, showing educated people with successful businesses. The businesses that they have now, they're all starter businesses. Destiny with their starter shop, Mel with their starting, with their, no, really, with their starter demo at 7th Avenue, Martell with their starter wine, you know, Tisha, no, really, Tisha and Martell starting litigation because they owe millions. Listen, we what we have
Wait a
is a
minute.
bunch of people starting stuff, and,
Wait a
and, and we
minute.
haven't
Oh,
finished.
drop the mic.
Wait
Yeah,
a
Oh.
minute. Wait a minute.
yeah, and we haven't finished yet. And so when we talk about education, these people may have went to school, but I don't know if they pay somebody to do their homework assignments. I don't know what's going on because the thing about this is when you look at the way all of them treat their spouses, this is not how educated people carry on, and this is not how you
Yeah.
regard people in which you love. And even when
That's
we look
true.
at Kimmy,
That's true.
you can't tell me you're going to be an educated black woman and play the role, but you're going to sit here and let this man play in your face in front of
Right.
hundreds of thousands of people. I
It's true.
haven't seen the educated, successful black couples that were on here. What I have seen is a bunch of crooks and a bunch of cheaters that like to
Ooh,
get
ooh,
down at
ooh,
credit
ooh,
one
ooh.
and have parties
You're a
after dark.
liar.
That's 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 what I've seen. Now, the
Oh,
image the image that they've shown us all in the
Wait,
beginning.
hold on, E. One second. I'm gonna let you finish. But Latasha, the
wait,
starter
wait.
kit. Okay, that was E saying they got the starter kit. But go
Okay,
ahead, E.
hashtag,
Go ahead, E.
hashtag the starter
Hashtag
kit.
the starter kit
Yeah,
from now on.
Wait, that's right. Hashtag the starter
the
kit. Go
starter
ahead,
kit.
E.
Lord have
The
mercy.
image that they have shown us all in the beginning was a farce. And the sooner that we all come to that realization that they were pretending and it was the sugar that they were putting in our face was really dog poop, the sooner we can get back to being prepared for next season and know that all of these people, like Aunt Robin said, is cash over class. They're a big mess and they can't give us anything better than what they've been giving us for the last past season, which is garbage, filth, infidelity, dishonesty, and I've heard people say they got vasectomy, so we know we won't have any more stepmommies on the cast, but they better
Right,
be careful because
right.
venereal diseases still come even if you get a vasectomy. That's it.
Shots fired. I love it, E.
Lord, she said the vasectomy. Lord, I'm just.
It's the community D of it all. They all community D, okay?
Go ahead, Nadi. Go ahead.
They all community
Yes.
D. They just found better ways to cover it up. That's just the bottom line. And I agree with E. Everything started. We don't see them completing nothing. Okay. Martell can't even pass the builder's license. Like, I'm over this stale cast. And Mel always throw stones, hides her hands, play victim, innocent. And it's not that I don't like Mel. I think she's an awesome businesswoman. I think she's very creative. I don't like her music, but she loves to throw stones and hide her hand, and I'm over it. And she's been doing it. She did it with Martell when they took the family trip. He trying to have a good time with his family. She throwing jabs at him unnecessarily.
We loved it.
Oh, but he like it though. He do like it.
Mhm.
he want his wife back so bad. When she came out on that stage, you can see the drool just falling down.
Oh, that was
The
real.
Drew,
That
the
was real.
Drew. He was all over her. He messed up and he knows it. He
Yes.
knows it. E, they said you are our grand dame over here, okay? You're the grand dame.
No, Diva is our grand dame, but I think
No, you read that, E. I'm sorry. You took the words
So
all the
E,
way
they
out of
didn't
my
have
mouth.
no real.
Hashtag the starter kit.
Was
Okay?
the real estate part of the starter kit too, E?
Well, listen, and listen, Scott Manor, the starter kit. RT Robin, close this thing out. What are your final words?
Well, I like to end with this. One thing that we have proven both on this panel and from what we have seen on the show is that the saying is that if it wasn't for other people and the weather, people wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what drives how we get Love and Marriage Huntsville. I am happy to see that some people who joined us tonight for the first time have reiterated my view about how to improve
That's
this
right.
show, which
That's
is to
true.
concentrate on their businesses. And it's okay for them to be starters. We all have to start somewhere. But, you know, if it was real life, they wouldn't be getting together and commingling like they do. There is nothing wrong with us seeing how each of them moves in each of their own lanes. And yeah, you know, when they come together, when we run into at the Chamber of Commerce meeting, we have kids in the same grade. We may see you at the ballpark. That will solve it, and that will give us a different view. So, with that said, again, if it wasn't for other people in the weather, people wouldn't have anything to talk about. I would like to give a special shout out here and now to E. You slay on the regular D. You do. All right. So with that, the last thing I'll say is the train is about to pull into the station. The conductor has helped to get it there. And he was gonna put us off.
All right, guys. So listen, guys, the train is pulling into the last stop. We want to thank y'all once again for getting on this train. We had a good time talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville Reunion Part 1. We will be back next Tuesday for Reunion Part 2.
Yes.
And I will say this. I don't want y'all to leave here thinking that we do not like Mel. Hashtag we like Mel, but we got to call it what it is for what we see. And if you come through the door slaying with an attitude, we're going to just say you played and you had an attitude. But the key for tonight is, people, hashtag starter kit. Get your starter kit because it's 2023, okay? And we want everybody to be great this year. So get your starter kit, get things started, kick your day off, right?
Right.
And we'll see you tomorrow night. The train pulls out. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be doing training conference. I love you guys. Don't forget, hit that like button, and I'll see y'all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
And I'm gonna bring my starter kit.